We've all felt it, that sharp, sinking feeling in our chest when someone rejects us. It can feel like a physical blow, leaving us breathless and wounded. Science tells us this isn't just an expression. Rejection, it turns out, actually hurts in a very real way. Brain imaging studies using fMRI show that the same areas of our brain light up when we experience emotional pain as when we experience physical pain. This means our brains process social rejection similarly to a punch in the gut or a burn on the skin. This overlap in brain activity helps to explain why rejection can be so emotionally debilitating. It's not just in our heads, it's a genuine pain signal firing in our brains. Understanding this is the first step to better coping with the sting of rejection. Rejection can take many forms, from a romantic partner breaking up with us to being excluded from a social group. It can happen in our professional lives, like being passed over for a promotion, or in our personal lives, like a friend cancelling plans at the last minute. Regardless of the form it takes, rejection signals a threat to our social standing and belonging, things that are essential to our well-being. Our brains are wired to seek connection and avoid isolation, so when we're rejected, it triggers a primal alarm system. This system evolved to keep us safe and connected within our social groups, which were essential for survival in our evolutionary past. However, in today's world, this system can sometimes cause us unnecessary pain when we face rejection. When we experience rejection, a complex cascade of neurochemical activity takes place in our brains. One key player is the anterior cingulate cortex, a region involved in processing both physical and emotional pain. Studies have shown that the anterior cingulate cortex lights up in response to social rejection, mirroring its activity during physical pain. This suggests that our brains interpret social pain and physical pain through similar neural pathways. Another important region is the ventral tegmental area, which plays a role in reward and motivation. Rejection triggers a decrease in dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward, in the ventral tegmental area. This drop in dopamine contributes to the feelings of sadness, disappointment, and low mood that often accompany rejection. It's our brain's way of signaling that something important to us has been lost. Rejection often feels deeply personal, even if it's from someone we don't know well. This is because our brains are wired to interpret social threats as threats to our very sense of self. When we're rejected, our brain's self-esteem center, located in the prefrontal cortex, takes a hit. We start to question our worthiness and doubt our abilities, even if the rejection was based on factors beyond our control. This tendency to internalize rejection is likely linked to our innate need for belonging. In our evolutionary past, being ostracized from our tribe could mean the difference between life and death. While the stakes are much lower in modern society, our brains haven't quite caught up. We still carry the ancient fear of being cast out, which can make rejection feel like a threat to our very survival. Section 5. Rejection, an evolutionary hangover. Our ancestors relied heavily on social groups for survival. Being part of a tribe provided protection from predators, access to resources, and increased chances of reproduction. Rejection from the group, therefore, posed a serious threat to one's well-being. This evolutionary history has left its mark on our brains. While we no longer face the same life or death consequences of social rejection, our brains still react as if we do. This can lead to an overblown response to what might otherwise be minor social setbacks. Understanding the evolutionary roots of our rejection sensitivity can help us put things in perspective. It's a reminder that our reactions are often driven by ancient survival mechanisms that are no longer entirely relevant to our modern lives. Section 6. The long shadow of rejection. While occasional rejection is a normal part of life, repeated or severe rejection can have lasting effects on our mental health. Chronic rejection can contribute to anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and social withdrawal. People who experience frequent rejection may become overly sensitive to social cues, constantly anticipating and fearing further rejection. This can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy where their fear of rejection actually drives others away. It's important to seek professional help if you're struggling to cope with the emotional fallout of rejection. Therapy can provide you with the tools and support you need to heal old wounds, build resilience, and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Section 7. Bouncing back. Healing from rejection. Healing from rejection takes time and self-compassion. It's important to allow yourself to feel the pain of rejection without judgment. Don't try to suppress your emotions or pretend that you're not hurting. Engage in activities that bring you joy and help you feel connected to yourself and others. Spend time with loved ones, pursue your hobbies, or try something new that excites you. Challenge negative self-talk and replace it with more positive and realistic thoughts. Remind yourself of your strengths, accomplishments, and the qualities that make you worthy of love and belonging. Section 8. Finding your worth beyond rejection. Remember that rejection doesn't define your worth. It's often a reflection of the other person's preferences, circumstances, or even their own insecurities, rather than a statement about your value as a person. Focus on building your self-worth from within. Cultivate self-acceptance, practice self-care, and engage in activities that align with your values and passions. When you feel good about yourself, you're less likely to be defined by the opinions of others. Rejection, while painful, can also be an opportunity for growth and learning. It can teach us about our boundaries, our values, and what we truly want in life. By reframing rejection as a redirection, we can emerge from the experience stronger and more resilient than before.